Alright, back from temporary hiatus. Here we are again, opening up the Moonlit Savior that our buddies at IRL were able to get us 2 boxes, and we're just going to see what we can get. We even got the swaggy Maribel playmat, but more importantly, we're looking for some of those new rulers and whatever their new stamp equivalent is. Demonic Commander, our first rare. Not exactly the best rare we want to see, but it's just like the Spectre from Magic. We have the Blue Memoria into Magic Conductor's Baton. Ain't that swell? Because that blue chick's all about making music. But again, what I want to see is some nice full art Pricias. Somewhere among my pre-release stuff, I managed to get the new full art Gil Lapis. It's pretty sweet. Here we go. Kujata, Sacred Ox. I think it's a pretty solid beast. A 2-mana 5/5 that just has bonuses on it. It's really good. Ooh, into Black Moon's Memoria. That's going to be a relevant card in my opinion. Able to tap for black or moon. Into a foil Kaguya's Premonition. I feel like this card is just going to be a complete blowout against people. Then again, requires people to be playing white, and I haven't seen a lot of people playing white lately. Past people running Gwyber and the occasional Percival. Is anybody running white right now? The world may never know. Here we go. This card was doing a little bit of work in the previous last week, as long as you weren't decking yourself. 1 mana, 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile a card from your hand. If you do, draw another card. So, for 1 mana, replace a card in your hand with a card on top of your deck. Pretty sweet. Into Disaster's Memoria. Okay, maybe these are more common than I thought, considering that we keep 3 for 3 Memorias. And here we have Rhythm of Life foil. 3 mana, give a creature +8/+8. It's kind of like what Rancor did, because when the creature it's on dies, it comes back to your hand. However, this doesn't give Pierce. However, it is 8/8. It's pretty strong. I don't know if 3 mana is where that card wants to be, though. Fortunately. I was rocking 2 of them in the pre-release last week, though. I put them right on the Athena I had. It was glorious. So we have Drill Sergeant. They're trying to do a lot of this human stuff, but you really got to know what's on top of your deck, which I get the new blue chick does, because otherwise you're going to end up bouncing a bunch of your dudes. We have our Athena, Titan of Revenge, one of the 12 Apostles. Card is nuts. 3 mana, 7/7 with Swiftness. Whenever you, as a player, take damage, she gets 2 +1/+1 counters. And for a small cost of 1 red, do 100 damage to yourself. At the cost of 100 life, give her +2/+2. Okay, here's a full art for us. We have Memory of Disappearance. Now, I missed the stamps. I understand they got rid of the stamps because it was hard to see on some of the cards. And I'm not going to deny that the full arts look cool, but those stamps. Me and my buddies, we went around collecting a bunch of stamps for our special project that we're working on. Here we go. One of my special projects for this card. Knight of the Solstice. 3 mana, 7/7. Enters the battlefield. Search your deck for a moon. Now, there's only a handful of moons out there, but more importantly, she searches for any of them. That includes the new Tsukiyomi Noble, which is creature type Moon. Foil Dance of Inspiration. Now that the set's officially out, and R&R has been slightly dealt with, and maybe won't be as dominant, I can rebuild my blue-white Were-Rabbit deck. Here we go. The lady of our playmat. We have Maribel. Now, I think my favorite feature about this card and the playmat is the fact that if you look, you can see Prisia hanging out on Maribel's shoulder. Card was nuts in the pre-release. Izanami, the Sealed Terror. This card, again, a 2-drop 6/6. So if you go by those numbers, it's just as good as Lancelot. But its abilities to remove cards from your graveyard to either kill creatures for 5 or make your opponent discard a card for 2, serious value. And here we have Valentina's Resistance. This card was used to just blow me out in the pre-release. Like, my opponent actually played a Valentina to steal my creature. Then when I tried to kill his Valentina, he bounced his Valentina, then awakened to also bounce my creature that I was trying to get back, who had haste, and it's just like, really? Why you gotta be like that? It was my buddy Joe. It's like, Joe, why you gotta be like that? Thumbelina, isn't she swell? She's as big as a bird, and it's all about the support counters. Why not make your other dudes bigger? Talking about blowout cards, Izanagi, Keeper of the Seal. Enters the battlefield, exile your combination of regalia and creatures on your opponent's side of the field. If you hit all 3, you have a 6-mana 20/20. Amazing reanimator target. And here we have our foil Fallen Hero. I like him. Oh my god, though. I played against a dude running Izanagi in the pre-release as well. By the time I killed it, he casts the black card that lets him put any creature from his graveyard back to his hand. We have a Memory of Disappearance. He proceeded to bring it back. And when I killed it the second time, it has Remnant, in case anyone didn't know. So it came back again. Avatar of the Seven Lands, Alice. I opened a pool that had her in there, but without the sword. So it's like, do I want to go tree? I couldn't bring myself to play tree, though. Hello. Our full art Demon of the Black Moon, Lilith. I'm a sucker for good artwork, especially when it's demonic. And she's beautiful, even as a redhead. She sure is. Then I opened a second pool the next day, going back to the pre-release, and I had the sword without the Alice. But that pool also had a Athena and a Maribel, so I just went deep. Wolf Tree Protector. When this card is put into your field, search your main deck for an avatar, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Then search your main deck. And I don't think many avatars actually exist right now. So, targets. Here we go. Tsukiyomi Noble. A card that I'm looking for. I intend to get some of the fancy versions. Creature type Moon. Now, when I say I was rocking the blue-white rabbit deck, my J-Ruler is Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf chick. Because whenever you put a moon in the field, you flip. You nuke something for at least 800, depending on if you have Regalia out. And then, with your swiftness, you swing for 12. And now that we have the new give a creature flying Regalia, it got better. Just watch out for lightning bolts. Another Demonic Commander into a foil Fire Magic Stone. I'm so happy with the foiling of the basic lands now, and the lands in this set look great. Fallen Angelic Destroyer Lucifer. An angel and a demon. People are comparing this guy to Mephistopheles because it's a 4-mana in black that flies. Sure, he's not a 15/15, and he's not going to make your opponent lose life if they try to target it, but enters the battlefield, your opponent sacks a creature, and for black and moon, gain lifelink for a turn. I think he's solid. Working on a Pox deck, I intend to put him in. Pricia's Call to Action. If you're targeting a beast, it's free and you draw a card. Who doesn't like drawing cards? Again, you gotta be playing beast, but hey, whatever. Form of the World Tree. This card, I'm looking forward to. Take any cards you want, put them on the bottom of your deck, then draw that many plus 1, gaining your life. A nice jeweled Waterstone foil. Into our foil Tsukiyomi Noble. Again, still pretty sweet. Players cannot play active abilities of Resonators they control unless they control a moon. So, the fact that you play her tries to stop your opponent. And the fact that she counts as the moon, you can use your active abilities. Alright, we approach the end of line 1 of box 1. Who do we have? We get another Ox into our foil Windstone, which I think kind of looks like a shell. I'm not denying that, but hey, considering how green in this game is the equivalent to blue in Magic, doesn't surprise me. And the Executioner. Pretty sweet stealth card. When this card enters your field from chance standby area, destroy target resonator with cost 3 or less. Hey, look, Lancelot, you died! Stealth effect, you control a Darkness Magic Stone, and a resonator is put into your opponent's field this turn. So seriously, you play him turn 2 into your opponent's Lancelot, it just dies. Nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, I'm so done with Lancelot too. Like, every deck's got him. Even the decks that aren't running red seem to be playing him. It's weird. Oh, there's a stamp at the back of this. I'm gonna try not to see it just yet. Here's a card. Crescent Moon Magician. Again, it's a were-rabbit. So again, blue-white were-rabbits like I was telling about. It's gonna be great. 1 mana, 2/6. It's pretty solid, but you can awaken it to do 600 damage to a creature, and it becomes a 4/8. So it's a 3 mana kill spell 4/8. Darkness Magic Stone. And beautiful Interdimensional Vessel Apollo. Your J-Ruler gains flying. Ta-da! Enough said. Produce Moon if you tap it, but you can only spend it to pay Awakening costs or play Judgment or God's Art or Kaguya. It's still perfectly fine. And you can tap Sack to return target resonator you control to its owner's hand. Pretty sweet. Worst case scenario, you use that, you save a creature, and it gives you Moon mana. Sure, you're not playing it turn 1 with a bunch of them to like play some kind of like 5-drop on turn 2. But still, pretty sweet. Alright, go to the back, we have Shinon's Hymn. I haven't actually read this card yet. Put target resonator on top of his owner's main deck for 2 mana, sorcery speed. Reveal the top card of your main deck. If it's a water resonator with cost 2 or less, put it onto your field. Ooh. And as long as your J-Ruler is the blue chick, you pay 2 less to play her God Art this turn. Waterstone? Ooh. Full Art Disastrous Memoria. If your J-Rule isn't the red thing, enters the battlefield tapped. Oh no! Whatever will we do? People. Actually, let me rephrase that. I can't go and say people. My friends keep saying, oh yeah, we're going to build the red thing, and it's going to be interesting. And I know Tavern was talking about it. It looks pretty cool. Keeper of the Past. When this card enters your field, you may remove up to 2 cards in your graveyard from the game. If you do, it deals 200 damage multiplied by the combined total cost of those cards removed to a target. Obviously, it's not hitting a player. It just says J Resonator, but you can get some serious damage in there. Like, even if you just exile like 2 1-drops, doing 400 damage to something could change a game. Firestone, Spirit of Surto. This is a reprint from the Precon that has Melgus and Feria in it, but it's still nice to have. It was doing a lot of work in the pre-release because it has Swiftness, and it swings 9. Maybe not the best card, but in the pre-release where I feel everyone's just playing aggro because the easiest way to kill your opponent is to just kill them versus waiting for them to like mill out. Demon of the Black Moon Lilith. The Shell Windstone. Into, we have Seal of Shining Bamboo. It's like another one of those like sort of immortality cards that they've already reprinted. Like there's already 2 cards that say like stop damage or can't attack, stuff like that. 1 mana to stop a creature. That creature's not going to do anything. Put on Yamato and rest him and laugh. I also know people are speculating on new Yamato decks. I know I just can't wait to rock like my 4X beasts. There's a nice stamp at the back of this one too. Alright, so we have him again. Into Firestone, into, oh, hello! Avatar of the Seven Lands Alice. We have our nice super rare full art with a stamp, and that actually does just look beautiful. I don't know how I feel about a green Alice, though. but it does everything green wants. It's a big creature, and it has flash, because all the green stuff in this game seems to go flashy. Let's look at Fessing, or Fessing. Fessing is such a good card. Here's our MVP, Prisia, Pursuant of the Exploding Flame. Now, we have a 3-mana card here, with 3 designated symbols: Swiftness, Target Attack, First Strike. Pay green to give her flying, and you know, when she dies, your opponent takes a Thunder to the face. Card's great. Foil Interdimensional Vessel Apollo. And Moonbreeze Elf. See, this card was doing a lot of work. This card physically cannot be attacked by your opponent, regardless of their target attack, or if it's tapped, anything like that. And you can tap it to just make a moon. Now, obviously, it's not Elvish Visionary, so it's not making green that you can play green spells with, but if you play that turn 1, it's still extra stuff. Whoops, Percy, how'd you get over there? Crescent Moon Magician again. I got a nice full art of her that I'm really liking right now. Heavenly Instrument Hydromonica. This card lets you, again, if you're playing the chick that can see the top of your deck, or if you have a Laplacia out, you know what's on top of your deck. So it's like, is that card bad? Okay, let's get rid of it. For 2 mana, tap, sack, tutor your deck, put it on top. So it has a Vampiric Tutor on it. It also has Glipner's effect, where if you discard another card named it, draw a card. So just start cycling through your deck. Oh, 2 Crescent Moon Magicians in the same pack. Not the worst thing in the world. Alright, what else? Here we go. Oh my god, these packs are getting harder and harder to open. And I thought, CMF originally was tough. Alright, so we have our Memory Disappearance again. Put target card from your removed area into your hand. I get to tutor my Remove from Game pile and get any card I want for 1 red mana? Okay. Blade of the 7 land, Excalibur X. So here's our 3rd Excalibur of the game. 3 mana. You cannot be targeted by spells or abilities your opponent controls. Isn't that swell? So you're not thundering me. I'm okay with that. And your J-Ruler and Resonators you control that are of the Green Alice get +4/+4. Pretty sweet. And whenever your J-Ruler or said Alice becomes targeted by a spell or ability, counter it unless they pay 2. Space Time Collapse. The sorcery speed for Stone to Death, but if you have Gil as your J-Ruler, you are allowed to, destroy up to 1 target Resonator and up to 1 target Regalia if you have Gil. So for 2 mana, you can actually hit 2 things, and Gil, he's going to be a thing, guys. The fact that he has Pay Moon, counter target active on his one side, and another side that just stops Regalia, no problems there. Keeper of the Present again. She just wants you to draw cards, and maybe she'll turn into a 10/10 First Strike. Foil Moonbreeze's Memoria. The fact that it taps for moon and white is pretty sweet. It makes me wonder when they're going to make the red, blue, and green equivalents. And we have Mordred, the Trader. He was already a foil in the Feria Melgus deck, but hey, they got to reprint everything eventually. And now, I was excited that we can get foil Rook Eggs now in this set. So if anybody hasn't gotten one of those yet, they're around. If anybody's got any, feel free to hook me up. I've only got 1 so far. We got another Xion Tim. Here we go. Illusionary Demonic Globe the Earth. Now, I haven't read the fluff on this, but what everyone's trying to tell me is, oh yeah, don't you know, the Earth got destroyed, and now it's just a Regalia, and it's serving Gil Lapis. It's like, what are you talking about? Tap. Produce Moon. Spend its ability to play active abilities of your J Resonator, your judgment abilities of Gil Lapis as well. Tap sack. If your J Ruler is Gil, put it into your ruler area as a ruler. So you're trying to kill my guy? Tap sack. Hey, I flip back. Ta-da! Keeper of the Past. Foil. Pretty sweet. Alright. Oh, there we go. That pack opened up beautifully. Maybe if I just got a tug on them tighter. Who knows? We have Drill Sergeant. Again, humans, swag, happening. Interdimensional Velo, Apollo. Luminescent Bamboo Bullet. Destroy target resonator. Ta-da! Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Destroy target rested resonator. And sure, it only hits half the creatures out there in theory because they have to be rested. But for 4 mana, you kill 2 of them. And considering how everyone's playing haste and swinging in, I have no problem paying 2 mana on my turn to kill something. Jeez, packs. Late game, pay 4 mana. Keeper of the Past. You know, I'm not going to deny. I like all their redhead stuff going on right now. Orb of Disaster, Ifrit Glass. This card was used against me in the pre-release. She owns him. Going back to Orb of Disaster, they were able to get all like the keeper stuff and exile stuff from their deck to like just try to value me, and then just endgame get it back with Orb, and it's just like, seriously? Luminescent, Bamboo Bullet. Blackstone, we have Muse, Celestial of the Music. When this card enters your field, name a card type, reveal the top card of your main deck. It's almost like the blue chick knows what's on the top. Named type, put it into your hand. If a resonator you control will be dealt damage less than its defense, prevent it. And it has Gareth's ability on a creature. Like, Gareth already prevents 700 or less damage to him if it would be dealt, so you can't double thunder Gareth, which is really good. But I don't know how playable she is right now. Space-Time Collapse into our Divine Beast, leader of the 4 Sacred Beasts, Hong Long. 6 mana, 10/10, all your other 4 Sacred Beasts get +1/+1. And the fact that if you can pay all 4 attributes into paying him, you can literally pay 6 mana for 5 creatures. Ooh, we have our full art Drill Sergeant. Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about that card. Like, I get where it's going, and you could, in theory, just blow someone out with all these effects. But is it going to be dominant or even present? Mirabelle, what up? She's so good. 5 mana for fair enough. She has Pierce, and the fact that you can pay 1 and rest any creature you have to give her +X/+Y and give it all its symbol skills. Okay. Keeper of the Future, Scold. So much fun. This is what people were using with the Orb in the pre-release because they were just so lucky with their packs. When this card enters your field, remove the top 2 cards of your main deck from the game. Now again, you can get very, very unlucky, but who knows. This card deals 100 damage multiplied by the combined total cost of those cards removed this way to target J Resonator. What's great about that is the fact that you remove the cards, then target. Wind Secluded Refuge. 2 mana, replace itself, and if one of your creatures or your J Ruler would get targeted, you can cancel that ability. So, it's kind of like a counterspell draw card, but you just gotta be patient and play it right. That I got no problem doing. We should be pandas because we're getting so much bamboo. Just eat it all up into foil Darkness Stone. And foil World Tree Protector. God, every time I see the World Tree, I don't know about any of you, but I just keep thinking about Sword Art Online. And when I say that, I really mean the depressing quote-unquote second season where they went to ALO, and it's just like, no one really cares. Demon of the Black Moon Lilith. I'm not dissing Sword Art Online, I love Sword Art Online, but that second season was kind of rapey. Keeper of the Present. I haven't gotten a ruler yet. Hopefully I didn't mix these packs up with the other packs that I have, but whatever, it happens. Format to the World Tree. Again, World Tree. ALO. Ta-da! Yggdrasil's Memorial. Memoria. Seal of Shining Bamboo. Pandas. Bam! Here's a card my buddy was talking about. He was doing a lot of work with his Puppet Soldier. It's a 2 mana 5/5. Discard a card to give him +2/+2. In Valentina 1.0, probably not the worst card, because you're already drawing a bunch of stuff. You can cheat him in, you can pump him. I think it could be a thing. World Tree Protector. Whitestone. Into our full art stamped Izanagi, Keeper of the Seal. That's going to be a thing. Regardless of what anyone really says, I feel that will be a thing. Bam. We're approaching the end, but hey. All is well that ends well. Oh. So we have Keeper of the Solstice going right in my rare deck. It's literally the same artwork of Night of the Full Moon, except this one doesn't fly, costs 1 mana less, doesn't bounce a creature when it enters, and is a 7/7 versus a 9/9. Gil. Isn't that swell? Gil Lapis, the primogenitor. Now, my pronunciation is horrible. I'm not even going to argue that, deny it, anything. But he's just pretty ridiculous. He looks so innocent, too, and he looks like he never gets out in the sunlight. But he's pretty nuts. Into foil, Auspicious Bird of the Black Moon. Like I said, Rook Egg, this is brand new artwork. It's a much brighter card. I like it. I've never once actually used a Rook Egg, though, because there's some cards I just don't like using. Lancelot was one of them until I realized, you know, everyone's doing it. Guess I gotta. We have Yggdrasil, the World Tree. These are the same two rulers I opened up in the pre-release, so I'm not exactly the most thrilled to get both of them right now, because I really want to get the other three. But hey, I can trade. I know people. They want stuff and things. Alright, our last 3 packs. Show me something good. Show me potato salad. Thumbelina. I think that card is just amazing. Artwork-wise. It's beautiful. She's very innocent and sweet. Here we go. 4 mana for an 8/8. Steal a creature until you lose control of her. Valentina, Puppet Monarch. Tristan, the Knight of Sorrow. Another card reprinted from the pre-con decks. He's really good, especially if you play the Knight, because you just give yourself Swiftness, swing in with him, and just pump all your dudes. I'm very curious to see what happens with this. But it is 3 mana. You could pay 3 mana for the card from SKL that just gives all your dudes +4/+4, and you rest a creature. Kujata, Sacred Ox. Lightstone, Alice. Got all 3 Alices, non-foil, foil, and full art in this box. So beautiful. Alright, our last pack. Uber? I doubt it. Can always hope. But they even exist in TMS, I don't even remember. I know people were saying stuff and things. So, we have 2 Pricias in this box, which I'm okay with. The card is nuts. And I'm going to probably need extra for my decks, for my friends, whoever needs them. Moonbridge's Memoria. I think I opened up at least 1 of each. And we have the new counterspell, Seal of Wind and Light. For white-green, counter target spell, period. Pay Moon, can't be chased. An uncounterable counterspell for 3 mana. Pretty solid. Alright everyone, that's what that is. It was cool to open that box. I got a couple more coming. We actually got to go talk to our buddies at IRL to pick a couple more up. But until then, I'm just going to get to sort through all this, put a couple cards into our special project, and have a good time. Take it easy everyone. Peace.